I thank you, beloved ones. Be beloved children of the light, I greet you in the love and power of your own mighty I Am presence. I shall endeavor to draw you a picture, tonight, which will possibly help you to understand how great your privilege is in America. In my country of India, oh, what we would give to have what you already have in America, this understanding of your mighty I Am presence. Do you quite realize, beloved ones, that you are the most privileged people on the face of the earth? Why are you the privileged ones? Will you try to remember these words forever? You have heard this no doubt before, but if you will let me, I want to anchor it tonight as a constant memory within you, because of association in that long-forgotten civilization. You, humanly speaking, have forgotten this training. Now you are recalling it, or, it is being recalled for you. You can and are having the privilege of your victory. Most of the individuals who have already been drawn under Saint Germain's radiance are those from this former civilization to which I have just 293 referred. Many of you failed in that civilization, but you are not going to fail in this one. Because of the great cosmic light, it is enabling enough to be done for you in the way of assistance, so you will not fail this time. Remember what the messenger has said to you. Once individuals have seen the chart and touched this understanding of the mighty I Am presence, they cannot turn away from it long. It is not possible. Oh, not because of the messengers, but because it is a mighty truth. It is the eye picture of their reality, and no one can forget it. Oh, that all might really understand this and silence forever all human activity within them. Do you see, precious ones, all who have been so vicious toward the messengers and the work really have no power? Dear ones, they are but destroying themselves, and it is such a pity. They cannot harm the messengers nor the work. You all see that. So, do not allow anything to trip you up, beloved ones, anywhere along the pathway of light. Do not listen to foolish gossip. Those who are trying to oppose the messengers start all such things just to try to get the attention of the earnest student, and I am rejoiced that most of you are untouched by it, so, pour forth strength to others. The messengers do not condemn those unfortunate individuals. It is such a great pity, because their energy turned to the light would set all entirely free, if they but realized it. After the coming shrine class, it is our great hope with our great love pouring out to you, that everyone who enters those walls will go forth so firmly anchored in his mighty I Am presence, and in the acceptance of the ascended masters, that no longer will anyone listen to false gossip of any kind, or any kind of gossip, for that matter. It is for your own protection, beloved ones, because that is the thing which disturbs your feeling and opens you to the undesirable qualities and activities, either of your own creation or of someone outside. Remember, the mental and feeling world of mankind is one. If you do not hold about you the wall of light invincible, you may accept suggestions which are not yours and act them out. Let us be so careful of this and be so sure of ourselves, that we only accept the perfection of the presence. Anything less than the perfection of the presence, we do not want. Therefore, be firm and absolutely unyielding in refusing acceptance to anything less than the perfection of the presence, into your worlds, into your feeling worlds. We will assist you if you will take your firm stand and do that. Beloved ones, you are compelled to move among the unawakened of mankind everywhere, you cannot escape them, but that does not mean you have to yield to the unfortunate conditions which are there. You, as students of the light and having the strength and power of your presence, may move among mankind, untouched by its discord. You can only do that as you refuse to listen to and accept conversation which is less than perfection. These are very simple things, but oh, they are powerful in your life. This is why we keep returning you again and again to these fundamentals. We shall keep calling your attention to them, so do not get tired of it, because we are going to continue until this power of refusal becomes so anchored within you, that you are alert every instant and refuse acceptance of every discordant thing into your feeling world. It is not a matter of persons, places, or conditions, dear ones, not in any sense. It is just a condition which will take your attention off your presence and place it upon the discord. Do not blame persons, places, nor conditions for it. Just say to your human self, now hold on. You are not going to do this anymore. I am responsible here for what is in my world. If I accept and listen to this thing, it will have to act out in my world. I am firm and positive. I do not let any more of this come into my world. If you will do that with determined firmness, you will have no difficulty. Do you wonder why we keep referring to this? Because you cannot go farther, beloved ones, until you conquer this thing. It is not a matter of persons, places, or conditions, but harmony must be maintained in your feeling world, to allow the pure essence from the presence to pour forth into your world and perform the service it wishes to do for you. Without harmony maintained, you cannot do it, you cannot have it. Therefore, do not feel impatient. Our critics will perhaps say, the ascended masters keep harping on much the same thing. Well, that is true. Until mankind will conquer these things and make it possible to release greater and deeper things, it would be useless. If greater things were released to you, you would not understand them. Therefore, dear ones, many of you are gaining a most marvelous victory, and you can only complete it as you refuse absolutely to listen to discordant things. You cannot imagine how readily you accept things into your feeling world without knowing it. All you have to do to know the truth of my words is to watch yourselves, your feeling, for a few days. See how sometimes in passing an individual, sometimes in just listening for a few moments to some discordant thing, you turn and go on your way, but notice how that began to revolve within your feeling world. Precious ones, these simple things are what must be conquered within every individual. Now, let us make a comparison in order to enable you to understand more comprehensively. Take our beloved India, compare the great mass of our civilization there to your America. Notice, beloved ones, we know this, but even in India we may not do what you can do in America, because you are the heart of the light of the earth and must remain so. We are not able to do for our people anything like what is being done here for you, because the long built-up concept has taught many of the people of India to go into samadhi, into meditation, and to release themselves from the body, to live and move and have their being in the higher octaves. That is not victory. One day our people must come to know it. To bring the power of the presence into the human form and into the activity of the human individual, is the only victory on earth. We do have in India many wonderful beings, ascended and unascended, but the great mass of our people do not know what is needed to win life's victory. You sometimes think you have factions among your student body. In India we have hundreds of factions with various ideas and understanding of the Godhead and what it means. You, outside of the agitators who cause your strikes and disturbance of that kind, have little to contend with, but in India we have thousands and thousands of fanatics. I am drawing this picture tonight, that you may all realize how great is your privilege here. In this knowledge of your presence, you can call it into action with such power that every agitator, every condition less than perfection shall vanish from your America and the earth. Your presence is not limited. Therefore, you can call this mighty infinite power of the mighty I Am Presence, which is the great cosmic light and substance, into the mental and feeling world of mankind, until the fullness of its power acts there with infinite dominion. You do not have to fear conditions that have the appearance of discord in your world today. An appearance does not have power to act unless the life stream through humanity is fed into it by the individual's attention. How do these agitators get the attention and the energy of the people to cause these things? By getting their attention through some sinister, imaginary thing. That is how the mass of mankind is being deceived by these agitators. They do not understand that they are being deceived in letting themselves be stirred up, for such activity is never the solution of anything. In India our fanatics are so much worse than your agitators that there is no comparison. Remember, beloved children of the light, these agitators, who through appearances which create disturbance in your industrial world and prevent the people from having their livelihood, have no power unless you give them your life energy through your attention and accept them as having power. As the messengers have urged you, say to all discordant appearances, you have no power, and it will not have. Remember, beloved ones, you are atoms in the body of humanity. Therefore, you have the authority and the power to call forth this infinite power, to dissolve and consume forever from the earth these conditions, silence all individuals who are claws of the sinister force, and to take from them all power to produce those results among mankind. There can never be a solution of anything unless you call the presence into action to bring forth divine justice to capital, to labor, and to all industries. Then you will find the only solution. As Donald said to you tonight, union is the power upon which your country is built. Not the unions that breed discord, but the union of harmony. Remember the words of that great being in Washington's vision: so long as the stars remain and the heavens send down dew, so long shall the union remain. So shall it be. The union means the harmony of mankind which allows the God presence to flow forth, causing divine justice to act everywhere throughout mankind. The messengers have experienced this hundreds of times, when individuals have called to them for assistance where divine justice was so greatly needed. They have issued the mighty decree that the mighty I Am Presence take command of the situation, produce its divine justice, and hold its dominion, and it has been done. Beloved ones, in your individual problems of life, take your stand with the presence, and if it be divine justice that is required, call divine justice into action, then stand unyielding until it is manifested, until it is completed. If it is supply you need, say, mighty I Am Presence, thou art my treasure house. Release the supply and money I require here through the power of divine love. I refuse to yield longer to anything else. You can have it, dear hearts. There is nothing in the world that can prevent your presence releasing to you whatever you call for, if your feeling continues to accept it after you have issued your decree. It is not possible for it to fail. It is the law of life, your life, which is acting with infinite power. I say to you, no longer yield to these appearances that seem terrifying to you, for they have no power except your life, which through your attention is fed into them. Beloved ones, tonight join me in the feeling of your victory right now, eternally sustained. You shall have it. There is no power in your world except yourself. Remember that you are the only authority for your world. You are the decreer who releases from your mighty I Am Presence into your world whatever is required, and there is no other means of doing it. You may have temporary results by other means, but the permanent activity is the calling of your presence into action, until the fullness of its outpouring becomes so great that nothing unlike itself can flow in. That is the power of momentum gained. Do not yield to anything else. We have seen some among the students, who are so earnest, so lovable. Yet, because of the accumulation in their feeling world, they have not been able to release the power and energy they require to bring the fulfillment of their calls. Then they wonder, why do I not have the results for which I so earnestly call? Remember, dear ones, I must repeat it to you again tonight. If there are not results, it is because something unknown to you is acting in your feeling world. With determination, call your presence into action to take out of your feeling world whatever is seemingly obstructing the way. Then you will have disposed of it and your call will be answered more quickly. It is a permanent victory, beloved ones. Do not yield to looking to something outside or to others. You can have temporary help, but your victory comes alone in the acknowledgement and calling of your own presence into action, until you feel so sure, so firm in your feeling world, that you never think of asking someone's assistance. You never look outside somewhere, but just stand with your presence. Say often, mighty I Am Presence, you are the power of the universe. Come forth here. I call on the law of forgiveness for every mistake I have ever made. I mean business now. I am determined that I shall have your limitless energy and intelligence to take command of me and my world, to take such firm command of me that my human does not make another mistake. Be firm in it and you will have the results. Your human is the only one who can make a mistake. Your presence never does. Think, all mankind has made a constant stream of mistakes. Now we are correcting that whole stream, and you are correcting it. So, if you find in your earnest effort a mistake has been made, what of it? Simply say, mighty I Am Presence, do not let me do it again. Such is the freedom, the power which is being released in your world. Do you not see that if you crumple up because you have made a mistake, you undo all the work you have already done, and you have to start all over? Do not do that, but with the infinite joy of the presence, say, oh no, you appearance world, no more do you have power. It makes no difference what stands before me that is less than your perfection. I declare it has no power, and it does not have. If necessary, in order to give you time to get your breath and gather your forces, say, stop. You shall not enter my world. I will have no more of this. Then, as you have sent forth this great power which stops everything, say, mighty I am presence, rush forward here, take command of me and my world. Hold your dominion and produce what is required for my freedom, happiness, my supply, my comfort, or whatever it may be. Oh, these are great laws, mighty laws, dear ones, that even a little child can use, and the children do use them wonderfully. It is only because, dear ones, you momentarily give way again to the power of appearances that your freedom seems to be delayed, when they have no power except what you give them. Do not do that, I plead with you. Your victory is so sure, so quick, as soon as you take your stand against the appearance world and know and feel that it has no power. Do you not see that you have been the creators of these limitations which beset your world, and the conditions that are there? When you say to a thing, you have no power, you, being the creator of it, take the power out of it to act in your world. Do you not see that, beloved ones? It is so magnificent. Remember, let me repeat again, you are the creator of every limiting thing in your world. Therefore, when you say to an appearance, you have no power, do you not see? Right then and there you take out of such an appearance any power to further act in your world, to limit or to obstruct your way. Oh, how we rejoice in the clearness of this understanding which is coming into your world. You are grasping more firmly each time the true victory, the true feeling of your power, through your presence, to govern your world. Oh, beloved ones, would I not like to have a group such as you are here for 1 year in India? What do you think I would do? I would transform more than half of India if I had a group such as you have here tonight. With this good brother, I would transform half of India in 1 year. Do I sound like I was belittling my own country? Not at all. But I am endeavoring to convey to you the privilege which is yours, the authority which is yours, the power which is yours in the acceptance of your presence, for the freedom of yourself and your America. In many places in India, tonight, they are listening in to you. Their mighty rays are directed here, and every word that I am saying is heard in India. You do not realize, beloved ones, that there are atmospheric currents through India from one point to another, by which we converse the same as you do by speech, only with greatly added speed. That is why a thing happening in one point of India is known in the farthest point of India in a few minutes. Those are things you are not aware of here as yet. Many of just such transcendent activities are known to the great mass of the people, but they have not learned the need of bringing down this perfection through the physical activity, making it visible, and sending it out into the world to produce perfection there. One day these books, unveiled mysteries, the magic presence, the I am, discourses, and whatever follows, will spread over India, because I shall see that it is done, for they convey the truth to mankind, and the unfortunate individuals who criticize those books are unfortunate indeed. I want you to know that America has come again with great light. How we rejoice, and how great a privilege is ours in assisting in any way we can, for this great incoming perfection will one day spread over the entire earth. Think of it, beloved, O nestled today before you in those blessed books is the law of life, the application, the explanation of these great laws, and how to set them into action. It is all true. Anyone can prove it who will. Those who will not prove it are the losers. But you who are so in earnest, read. 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 Those precious books, dear hearts. Apply. 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 This amazing energy of your presence. Call it into action, until there is not a vestige of any limitation left in you and your world, and it must act. It cannot fail you. Remember this one point again tonight. I must remind you. You have heard it so often, but I am sure you forget it. Remember, your higher mental body, provided by the presence, knows every requirement and does release whatever you need. The simple, almighty thing which any of you can govern and handle, if you will, is to keep your feeling world harmonious. Keep calling the presence into action to take out everything that is unknowingly acting in your world, which might obstruct the outflow of this pure energy from the presence to produce the results you require. The greatest service ever rendered on earth in any age is being rendered by the Divine Director, in calling the angels of blue lightning and sword of blue flame to sweep through your cities, take out all discarnate entities, and continue that service until it is done. All that the law of your being permits at this time is being done for you, and it is changing all of your own creations which have accumulated. All possible is being dissolved and consumed for you, so you may find less pressure upon yourselves in your achievement. I assure you, if you will remind yourselves of these things daily, you will find it so much easier to feel the fullness of your power and victory quickly. Your presence does not have to wait for anything. You really do not have to wait for anything, if you but knew it. May I remind you of the statement made by the old-time Methodists? You know, in their revival meetings, when they got considerably excited, they said, "Now is the accepted time." That is exactly the case with your I Am Presence and you. Now is the accepted time. Beloved ones, I rejoice with you with all my heart in this great, great privilege which is yours. In looking over your worlds tonight, you can so quickly be wholly free, if you will. Your victory is now certain. When I see these wonderful young people, I think what a wonderful thing it is for them to be grasping this understanding of the mighty I Am Presence. It will make them pillars of light moving among mankind. Do you know, beloved ones, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of young people, like these blessed young men, who would give anything in the world to have 1 hour of the explanation of the chart, and to have the encouragement and strength from the ascended masters which this work gives, and to realize that all the things they have been taught in the schools, colleges, and universities are wrong, so far as their morality is concerned. Oh, that those blessed ones might have help! Surely, the great cosmic law will open the way and make it possible for these wonderful young people to be taught this understanding of the law. I call to the infinite power of the mighty I Am Presence to take command of the young people of America, expand the light within their hearts, and bring them in touch with this understanding of the mighty I Am Presence. Take these books to them, or provide some means by which their attention can be called to this great presence. Then, O mighty ones, through the great power of radiation, enfold those wonderful young people in thy invincible protection and give them this truth. You who have had experiences of the world, I feel, are strong enough to win your own victory, but the young people 15, 16, 18, and 20 years old, they are the ones who need to be guided right. Many of them are in confusion because of wrong teaching. They know the truth in their hearts, but they see manifested all about them the same mistaken activity. They wonder, can it be true? Yet all the time in their hearts they know it is not. Will you, beloved ones, you have done it to some extent, but will you especially call for the protection of the young people of America? Call to the mighty I Am Presence with infinite power, that they may be brought in touch with this understanding of the mighty I Am, in some manner. As the radio broadcast expands in its work, oh, what an opportunity it is to turn the attention of great numbers of individuals to the mighty I Am Presence. Oh, beloved ones, do you not see this? In your wondrous call for a national hookup on your radio, you can render such a great service to bring people into this understanding. Oh, as never before, call for it, that it may quickly come into manifestation. Dear hearts, when I think of some blessed ones among the I Am students who want to render such a great service, do you not see that money cannot be spent in any better manner than to produce such powerful results in getting this understanding of the I Am over the radio, and through it touch so many thousands of people quickly? Beloved ones, there is no thing so needed today as that. The messengers cannot reach many people in the class work. Even if they filled the Hollywood Bowl, still they would only be reaching a small number of humanity, but through the radio, the results that have already been produced from it are phenomenal. Do you wonder that I am familiar with the radio? We have had it for 100 years in India. Now, beloved ones, to use one of the messenger's expressions, we are getting down to brass tacks. We are coming to the point where, with your combined assistance, the way will open wherein these broadcasts will go forth, reaching hundreds of thousands of people and calling their attention to the mighty I Am presence. Would you like to hear the results from the broadcasts in New York? Out of the number of people who heard those broadcasts, only 3 people, and we watched it, rejected it. Only 3 people who heard those broadcasts rejected the explanation. It is the most stupendous thing that we have ever witnessed. This is why I am speaking to you from my heart tonight. To those who have means and wish to render service in the expansion of this light, I wish to say that there is no thing in the world which would render such transcendent blessing as money used in the broadcasting of the I Am to the world. It is a magnificent opportunity. The very remarkable thing today is that in presenting that part of the law, calling the attention to the presence and the ascended masters, a great opportunity is given. The ascended masters, the Legion of Light, and the great cosmic beings amplify and hold the attention of those listening, because in the quiet and freedom of listening undisturbed, they grasp and more clearly comprehend it. It is very marvelous. We ourselves could hardly conceive of the results, but that is why I use this opportunity to inform you of the mass results produced by it. Through that, tremendous things will be done. Will you just for a few moments feel in this great stillness as if you were caught and held in the Ascended Master's octave? Feel their freedom. Feel everything that is limiting drop away from you, never to be remembered, never to be recalled. Just feel yourselves held in their great freedom. Feel yourself, your higher mental body in action, pouring forth its radiance to mankind. Then in this great stillness, speak silently to your mighty I Am presence and say, now. Mighty I Am presence, hold me there. Even though this body goes about its daily activities, still hold me in your octave of light, conscious of my dominion from the Ascended Master's octave, conscious that I am the conquering presence of my world in human activity, conscious that no longer is there any obstruction to the outpouring of the light of my presence, which floods my world, harmonizing and producing perfection there and holding its dominion. Feel it, feel it, feel it sustained. I decree for you that never again in eternity shall you ever yield dominion to anything in the appearance world. Never again shall any appearance terrify or disturb you. Will you not accept that, all-powerfully active in you and your world? In everything that is required, straighten up your spine and say, mighty I Am presence. You are the governing intelligence of me and my world, therefore, whatever this appearance is, it has no power. Take command and produce your perfection here. I, in the human form, shall be humble and obedient before thy great light and law. No longer shall I allow my intellect to feel dominion, no longer shall it deprive me of your power, flowing through to govern my world and hold its dominion. Oh, beloved ones, it is so real, it is so powerful, it is so true. No longer need a single one of you feel limitation of any kind again. We feel so joyfully privileged to be of assistance in every way possible. Remember, with the ascended being, the universe is my country. To do good is my religion. To do good is my joy. To set mankind free is the highest service known. Beloved ones, when you see a need, instead of feeling critical, always say to your presence, oh, mighty I Am presence, thank you. Here is another opportunity for me to call you into action to produce perfection. Oh, precious ones, will you do that always? As you pass through the appearance world in your daily activities, wherever there is a requirement, hold yourselves in absolute silence from voicing any discordant thing. Then say to your presence, take command of this person, place, or condition. Produce your perfection and hold your dominion there. Then be at peace within your mind and feeling world. The results will be so great, so tremendous for you. Great infinite law of the mighty I Am presence that we all adore, that all are coming to know is the eternal solution of all things in human experience. You are here and now the commander of the world of mankind. We call the law of life to see that all human beings in America and the world give joyous and willing obedience to this great law of life, the mighty I Am presence, that its dominion reign forever, first in a few 100,000, and then to the world. Oh, tonight, how I long to see this understanding of the mighty I Am presence sweep our India, sweep all Europe. It would so quickly dissolve the accumulation which is now threatening them with entire destruction. The pity is that Europe cannot see and understand that its people are living over a seething vortex of destructive action. Above them is the human creation which, if allowed to continue, will release the destructive forces beneath them. Oh, that they might see! Beloved ones, tonight I rejoice with you. Will you permit me to say that I am glad to be with you, for if in any way, in my humble way, I have rendered you a service, then I shall be ever grateful. Having attained the freedom which we have, do you wonder that we plead so earnestly with you for your freedom? It is yours. Do not allow anything to interrupt the great speed with which you are going forward into your freedom. Oh, the privilege that all have who attend this coming shrine class, what a privilege! In the fullness of the love of your mighty I Am presence, I rejoice with you and stand with you, unto your victory over limitation, and then your ascension. May that come quickly. It can. According to your refusal to accept appearances, according to the earnestness and intensity with which you call your presence into action with its mighty, intelligent energy. This can all come so quickly or require the human sense of time. Let us help you to set aside all time and space and enter quickly into the glory of your mighty I Am. May I place my mantle of light and love about the shoulders of each one of you. May it be sustained there as long as you require it, for your strength, joy, and the release of all that is required for your happiness and comfort, to assist you to your certain victory. I thank you.